Now I'd like to tell you about how you can get started doing email marketing right away, right now, as in today, for free. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Ernie Svensson, and this is a picture of me, some bullet points about my background as an author and a speaker, and so forth. But the main thing you need to know is that after practicing law for 20 plus years, doing commercial litigation in a big firm, and then for 7 years as a solo lawyer, I started teaching other lawyers how to improve their practices by using technology and by using online marketing methods in the same way that I had used when I started my solo practice. So the key to doing this and to sending out the emails is to start really simple, okay? So what you're going to want to do is send a few emails to folks that you deem to be your top prospects, and you're going to do this in batches of 5 or 10 at a time, okay? And you're going to use your regular email software to send these. So basically, you're just going to come up with a template. Actually, I'm going to give you a template. I'll talk to you about that. And you're just going to use this template, and then you're just going to basically copy, paste, and send. And you do this in batches of 5 to 10 at a time. And what that lets you do is get permission from the folks that you want to send emails to and let them know you're going to be sending emails. And then basically you're going to build your list of people that you will send emails to steadily and in a way that establishes trust. And you definitely should start right away. I mean, like today. The key is basically just get permission to send the emails, which you're going to do in a low-key way. You're going to make a promise to send emails regularly. And basically your promise is that you're going to provide helpful tips, advice, information, and so forth. And you're also going to establish the expectation that folks are going to get these regular emails from you. So what are you going to send today? And here's the template. Basically, you're going to use a subject line that says, I'm not sure it's for you, comma, but, and then 3 ellipses. And then in the body of the email, it's going to say, hey, first name, or hi, first name, or however you tend to open up your emails with people that you haven't conversed with in a while. And you say, hey, whatever their first name is. I'm going to be writing some helpful guides that then whatever the topic is that the ideal prospect you're sending to might be interested in. This is where you kind of have to brainstorm a little bit. And then the rest of the languages, and thought you might be interested. New paragraph, can I pass some stuff along to you? Question mark, your first name. Now this is it. You don't change any of this. This is all well crafted. Like the subject line, for example, is crafted to signal to the person, look, I'm not promising this is for you, it might be for you, so check it out. That email subject line has an extremely high open rate because people are curious about it. But at the same time, they're aware you're not promising anything. So they're not going to feel annoyed because you're promising something that they don't want, right? So then it starts with their first name, which you're going to have to, put the first name in there. Then you say, I'm going to be writing some helpful guides. And then you come up with the topic and then the rest of it. And then can I pass some stuff along to you is how the email has to end, because you're going to want to trigger a reply and, have them reply back to you and say yes or no. And so let's take a look at a real world example of this. Now, this is with a California employment lawyer, and basically same subject line, hey, first name, and they say, hey, I'm writing some guides that advise California employers on how to minimize liability and thought you might be interested. Can I pass some stuff along to you, Lisa? And this is an actual email that an attorney I worked with sent out at my prompting because she was, skeptical and said, oh, I don't want to send it. It's on a Saturday and all this stuff. But we had a workshop, and I said, you have to send it to 5 to 10 people, and she did. So then the actual reply she got a few hours later was, of course, sounds great. I sent you a referral this week. I hope you're having a good weekend. And I've taken out the person's name. But you can see, without Lisa saying anything, the person kind of was awakened to the idea of referrals and started a conversation. Now, she got another reply from a different person because she sent 5 of these out. A few hours later, somebody else said, please pass along. We'd love to read them. Best regards. I've withheld the person's name. And as you can see, they were on a mobile device, right? Now, this is on a Saturday, right? So now the key is when you get these replies, you want to be ready to reply back. So here's how the template works. Awesome, really quick. I have a question. Then what's the biggest concern you have about whatever the topic is? In this case, Lisa's asking about employees. And then you say, would you kindly let me know? You have this canned response ready to go, and you can copy and paste it in, and it works really fast. Now, there is another way to do this a little faster using and more reliably over time, because copying and pasting is good, but there's a better way than just copy and pasting. And that's with a little known piece of software called Text Expander. This is software that lets you create documents of all kinds up to 500% faster. It works with Macs and PCs, and it is definitely a must-have tool for anyone who wants to save massive amounts of time. And I will show you how you can use it as part of your low-cost email marketing system in a future lesson. So I will look forward to seeing you in that lesson. Meanwhile, if you want more helpful guidance, my personal website is ernietheattorney.net, and here's a link, or you can just Google Ernie the Attorney and you'll find the website that way. And you can also visit my main business website, which is lawfirmautopilot.com.